Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Maybe you should just quit your brand. I know. Everyone who gives business advice on YouTube tells you to never give up. But honestly, sometimes giving up on the wrong thing is the only way to actually find the right one. If you've been tinkering with your shop for months and the sales just aren't happening, you're probably not a bad brand builder. You're probably just guessing. And guessing doesn't scale. It burns you out. In this video, we're gonna look at why your brand might be stuck, how to fix it, and when to walk away and start something that actually works. First things first, do you actually like the stuff you're selling? Be honest, because if you're just chasing a trend like, minimalist beige aesthetic, but you secretly love neon colors or punk music, it's gonna show. People can smell when a brand is faking it. If you don't care about the message, why should they? We've all been there. You watch a sell this winning product video or notice a viral meme and think, that's it, that's the gold mine. But if you aren't into it, the work is gonna feel 10 times heavier and the result is going to show. Take Carlos, for example. He runs House of Chingasos, a brand that's absolutely crushing it, but before he found his niche, he tried to catch a viral moment. And well, just listen to this.
So before House of Chingasos, I started a cat t-shirt brand because after taking a course on how to become a t-shirt millionaire, I said, okay, the internet loves cats and cat memes and t-shirts. I'll start a cat t-shirt brand. I'll get super rich very fast. I don't own a cat. I've never owned a cat. And I'm not a cat person. When that business didn't take off kind of right away, I didn't really have the passion to keep pursuing it.
See, he was chasing something he didn't care about, and that's a quick way to burn out. The fix? Stop looking at trends and start looking for your community. Like, if I were starting a store today, I would never make merch for 50-year-old motorcycle fans. I have zero clue what they want. I'd just be guessing. But a brand for tattoo lovers in their mid-20s? That's my world. I actually know how to talk to them. You can't fake a connection. If you try to build a brand for a community you don't actually understand, you're just shouting into a void. You need to find those clear corners of the internet that you actually belong to. We're talking specific subreddits, niche Discord servers, or weirdly specific Facebook groups. This is where Carlos nailed it. He stopped trying to sell to a community he had zero connection with and started making stuff for the community he actually belonged to.
I started thinking, what do I know that I can relate to design? And of course, that answer was Latino culture, me being Latino personally, and growing up specifically in the Los Angeles area and loving the Mexican culture, Latino culture as a whole.
He found his people because he was one of them. He didn't have to guess what they wanted because he lived it. He went from a generic cat brand to a community-driven identity. So what do you do if you realize you're on the cat meme path right now? You pivot. You have to rethink your brand and make sure it's actually connecting with your people. And look, that doesn't mean throwing everything overboard. It just means taking what you've already built and pointing it in a better direction. So how do you actually do that? You've got two options. Option one, the soft pivot. Don't nuke your store entirely. Instead, design a tiny 3-piece collection just for the specific community you actually belong to. Drop it in your shop, share it on your brand socials, tweak your ads so they actually speak their language, and see if they bite. Option two, the hard pivot. If your shop is already a total ghost town, it's time to pack up and rebuild. You might not even have to change your brand name, but rewrite your About Us page so it actually sounds like you. Drop the generic marketing speak and just use the wording you'd actually use in your community. And while you're at it, stop trying to sell 50 random designs hoping they appeal to everyone. Strip your store down to the 5 things you and your audience actually care about. Then when one of those does take off, that's your green light. Double down and start dropping more designs that match the exact vibe as fast as you can. Grab a board and ride that momentum wave. Whether you're just tweaking a few designs or starting completely fresh with a niche you understand, Carlos sums up the magic of the shift perfectly.
So I think whether it's a really deep knowledge of something or a really big love of something, that's always going to help you in your journey because you're going to be able to talk to someone like you would a friend on the street and say, hey, we both love this thing. Look at this thing I built or created or designed relating to this thing that we both love.
Yep, the goal isn't just to have a brand, it's to have a brand that sticks. One that people actually care about and one that you actually enjoy building. don't be afraid to change things up. It's all part of the process. But you can't just build a brand with no visual identity. Your fresh store needs a logo, an email header, social media graphics, and probably a store banner. Thankfully, there's a way to create all of this stuff without professional tools. Watch the next video for some Canva tips for your new brand identity, and in the meantime, happy selling.